What's up, Solutionaries? What's up, Solutionaries? Maj 2 right here. We here for Solutionary. We're going to chop it up. As you guys all know, we meet here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We discuss pop culture. We discuss politics. We discuss everything that's a distraction and that is not, and turn it into solutions. What's up, everybody? If you're coming into the chat, hit the like button. Hit the repost button. You know these algorithms is what they is. We're going to create our own algorithm. I was talking to Mike Rashid yesterday, and he gave me some jewels on his whole concept of an algorithm and all that other good stuff. So we're going to make sure that we on point with that. But we need everybody to support in that. Also, guys, you know that we are on a tour. Phoenix will see you this weekend. Solutionaryuniversity.org is where you go to sign up for these free basics firearms classes. What's up, G23? I see that. If you're coming in, comment. Tell me where you're from. Say where you're from and share the live, especially if you're watching on x.com/@Maj2Ray999. If you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/Maj2Ray. Rumble. I don't think Rumble get enough love, the love that it should be getting. Rumble.com/Maj2Ray. There's 2 pages over there with mine. One of them was the old one that I set up. And another one is the more active one that we're on really right now. So if you see 2 pages, just subscribe to them both. As far as YouTube, everybody that's watching this, you should be subscribed to the YouTube channel. Most of you that watch the show aren't subscribers and ain't hitting that like button. Hit that like button. G23 says they're here from Oregon. Crabgrass is from Baltimore but lives in North Carolina. Quentin Roy checking in from St. Louis. Hey, Quentin, we're going to be in St. Louis October the 26th. You should pull up to the class. Free classes, guys. We got St. Louis. We got Cleveland. We got Baton Rouge. We got Phoenix this weekend. And we got Newark, New Jersey coming up as well. So we want to make sure that everybody is coming out to the classes. And even if you can't come to the class, if you got friends and family and all that other good stuff, go over to solutionaryuniversity.org. Get people the links. It's on when you go to the website, solutionaryuniversity.org. Go to events. And when you hit events, it'll bring up all of the out-of-town free firearms training. Everything that we do outside of the Solutionary Center in Philadelphia, we're going to have that at events, solutionaryuniversity.org. We're going to talk about a few things today, guys. Big Rob is over from Jersey, almost Eagle carry weather. Makes sense. Almost that time. Y'all see, listen, I got this from Target. I think Target should sponsor Solutionary. Target should sponsor the show too. Y'all know we got a podcast coming. I talk to y'all every day on this platform, and I want to continue to do that. Right? But we also need a bigger podcast, and that's going to be the Black Guns Matter podcast. We're going to do that once a week. That's coming soon. Okay? But I want everybody to be aware. Bookworm, what's up? Bookworm says, why do I look like I'm about to go out back and chop a tree down? Because I am about to go out back and chop a tree down. We got to chop down the tree of lies. The liars and the public servants that pretend like they work for us, that we work for them, that actually work for us. We about to chop their lies down so we can put some of that nourishment on the tree of liberty. That's what I got going on. Today, guys, when my team sends me these articles, right, and this concepts of what we're going to talk about for the day, I'm like a hipster kinda, and I don't mean like, the hipsters that's like anti-gun and all of that. I don't mean those types of hipsters, all right? I mean the hipsters like when everybody get on something and a bunch of people are on it, right? I tend to be like, I'm off that, and I can't be off this. So when they send me this conversation about Kamala Harris lying again, media, the propagandists lying for her again, I gotta tap in. I keep touching the microphone too, guys, because I want to make sure that my sound is coming. I promise y'all, this is week 2 of us doing these consistently. Solutionary Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. This is the 2nd week of me really, really focusing on talking to you all. And I think it needs to be said that we're going to improve. We're going to improve. I had a long conversation with somebody that I respect yesterday. And there's a lot of things that we got to do. We're going to set up a whole new camera situation. We're going to have a better microphone. I'm probably going to start streaming from one of these iPhones or something like that. But my point here, guys, is we got to get the information out while we can. They are, as we said, I think it was Monday we talked about this. The federal government's agenda to censor social media, starting with X. If you're watching this on X, please tap in. Hit the repost button and all that other good stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, y'all know the rules. We try to get $200 a day to continue to make this content happen. 5 days a week, $200 a day in, what do you call them? Super chats. So if you got a question, you want to promote a business, I can see the chats right here, but it brightens up like a yellow or a green or something like that when it's a super chat. So we try to get 10 folks to donate $20 every episode, $200. One time we've beat the $200 mark. I think we were talking about the FUD energy that Waltz has. And so today I've been on a high vibrational energy. If you saw me on the live, I did a live on Instagram today where I was damn near a DJ. And I didn't save that live, but it was talking about not being demoralized, using your music, being gracious, exercising gratitude, and not being, what do you call it? Don't let them beat you spiritually and mentally. Don't let them, if they cheat, it's clear, guys. It's clear, solutionaries. The vast majority of Americans prefer Trump over Kamala Harris. And this is before we get to the conversation about libertarians, Green Party, independents. Before we even get to that, it's clear that the general public wants Trump over Kamala. And the media is doing what the media does to try to attempt to make her look likable. Shouts to everybody coming in. Everybody hit them. Let's hit the likes. Let's get the likes up. Share this. If you're watching it on X, repost. If you're watching this on YouTube, copy the link and put it in whatever other platforms you normally talk to. I love this line from Andy Frisella and DJ over there on their podcast where they say, don't be a hoe, share the show. Okay, very important. Protocol, what's up? Peace. Simply Deep says, Maj Toure, sup Maj in the chat. My apologies if I went too far on my question. No, that was a good question for yesterday. We go in a space where we talk about the things that everybody's afraid to talk about, and that's what we do with Solutionaries, and we leave with solutions. Okay? So let's read this real quick. Let's read this first. Okay? Let's look at this real quick, guys. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to talk real briefly about the tour. Phoenix is this weekend. I need all of y'all. The two areas and classes that we need more people to show up, these classes are free. And I don't mean socialism free. I mean in the sense of people have paid it forward for folks in Phoenix to come learn at these classes. All right. And I'm saying that because even if you don't live in Phoenix or Baton Rouge, that's what we like. We ain't gonna lie to you. I hear Wes Watson, he says a lot of times, love ain't lies. And I've been struggling with that, right? And appreciating it, but struggling with it. But it's true. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So when we say we need everybody to tap in for the Phoenix situation and for the Baton Rouge situation and the Cleveland situation and St. Louis, absolutely. Share solutionaryuniversity.org under the events section. Share the flyers for the Phoenix class. We rumbling, y'all. The people that we're up against, whether they regular humans or lizard people like our brother Alex Jones, so thoroughly labeled them, regardless of what they are or not, they're well-funded, they're well-organized, they stay on code even with the goofy, even at their goofiest levels, okay? They are tapped in. Retro Right says, plan on coming to Phoenix, might have my child with me. Absolutely. We appreciate that, Retro Right. Please, Retro, share that flyer for the Phoenix class on solutionaryuniversity.org. Share it with everyone. I don't care if you bring 50 people. Bring them. Just have them register first. It's free. Okay? We're not going to pretend like we all the way up. We got $100 million and we can just, we're not going to pretend like that. This works because of you all. If you want to donate, if you get some value from the show tonight or every night, go over to Give, Send, Go. That link right there but underneath me, GiveSingo.com/Solutionary. Donate there. Every donor over the $100 level gets access to all of the classes, all of the curriculums, online classes, all of the curriculums. You become an affiliate to sell the BGM merch, Solutionary merch. You get access to the Solutionary 9 Telegram group, all of the goodies. All of the goodies. The goofery is real out here, and we're trying to push back against the goofery. Don't be a goofy. Please, guys. All you got to do is not be a goofy. Okay? We're going to talk about this, but I want to play a video first, Solutionaries. I want to play this. Let's add this to the stage. Let's pause this really, really, really quickly. This is a video that came out on 60 Minutes. This is Kamala Harris's interview. And like I was saying earlier, if I seem a little bit more low energy right now, it's because today I was jamming in the car in that live. It was damn near a DJ session. So I want to make sure that I'm not giving y'all too much energy that's overbearing or anything like that. And obviously, as the show continues, I'm going to be, more energetic. This is serious. It damn near seems like all of this week's shows could connect. And they connect because they have an agenda. When most people don't connect those dots on their agenda, it looks like it's separate. It's not separate. So when my team, the queen that runs the scenario, the brains behind the outfit, sends me the links, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do another Kamala thing, but I have to. Not because of the clips and the energy and all of that. Nah, it's not that. I have to make sure that y'all see. Y'all got work. I work for y'all. That's my job. My job is to be better at doing this for you, whether it's a conversation, whether it's the classes, whether it's helping people get some resources down in Florida, whatever that is, I work for y'all. Y'all might have jobs that y'all are like, y'all don't have the time to sift through a lot of this information and package it. And that's my job. And so when the team sent this over, I'm like, initially in my head, I'm like, another Kamala joint, the fake news thing. Y'all see the thumbnail. But it's real. So let's play this real quick. We're talking about the media. Y'all know that media. Y'all know the acronym. Most effective devil in America. Media. And this is the perfect example. The video that I'm about to play for you all is a perfect example of media doing devilish things. Let's play it real quick. Let's get busy. Let's listen to this.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
Really succinct, very logical. Seems like she on point. Seems like Miss Harris is answering questions thoroughly. It seems like she got right to the point. It seems like she threw out her word salad. It seems in that second clip that this is a person that actually could lead. This is a person that could communicate very well, efficiently, expeditiously, and get to the solutions at hand. Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck. If she spoke like this all of the time, I might, this is a throwback to when she was running things over in California. That's what it sounded like to me. But let's play it again.
It seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill,
the
work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that...
Now, that's the real answer, Solutionaries. That's actually how she responded to that. And what did CBS do? They hooked her up. They chopped and screwed her. They DJ screwed for her. They edited it. And they made her sound somewhat intelligent and firm and leader-like. by editing her and saying this.
Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
This would almost make it seem like they are not warmongers. This would sound like this is someone that generally is like, hey, we got to stop this war thing. The Biden-Harris administration last week sent another package of $8 billion over to Ukraine. That's a war. This is the war that she's talking about. Hey, we're going to be clear about we want to end this war. Big Rob said something that I thought is important. She still said nothing in both answers. But here's the thing. When media starts to sew together and piece together things that make you sound awesome, and I'm saying this is someone that edits a lot of content. When I get my friends to follow me with a phone and we talking about stuff and I chop it up and my and because I'm thinking and processing, right? They chop that out or I chop it out. It's a waste of time. Nobody want to hear me say right? Even if I'm processing on a deep level, I'm not running for the president of the United States though. Okay? I'm not running. So because of that, they do a word salad, chop out, edit, to become, as Bookworm said, it's extremely unethical. We are evaluating your ability to communicate. Leadership always has to communicate very, very well. And if you're not communicating these messages very well, then the communication chain is broken. So a part of media's manipulation here is to attempt to make this person look like she can effectively string together a coherent sentence and say it. They have to get behind those people. Real journalism, especially when you're dealing with certain platforms, is gone. It's not about making this situation appear as if, hey, this is really what it is. This person is capable. This person is articulate. This person is not capable. This person is not articulate. I used to have an issue as it relates to Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s voice. I hate his voice. And it's not anything that he can control. I want to be very clear. This is not an attack or a diss on him. However, I need world leaders to not tap in. We're talking about sound, ears, easy. You guys know that I had to pause. I had to play around with this microphone a little bit to make sure that it starts to sound a little bit better for you all. It cannot be difficult for you to listen to me. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., it's a little different. And he's gotten better. Let me be clear. But he sounds like he's been chewing on glass a lot sometimes or earlier on. And I'm not attacking him, but I play that into the condition. The difference is I would rather listen to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. explain things that are in alignment with less war, no war, respect for the Constitution. I challenge him on for some time he's been a climate change dude, right? I challenge him on that, and I challenge him on his anti-gun stances. But when he's talking about things that make sense, the lane that he is like dominant in is a conversation about the COVID overreach and the COVID regime. I would rather listen to him sounding like he's chewing on or has chewed on hot buttered glass shards than listen to a person that I can hear well, but says an absolute bunch of nothing. And media knows that that's a weak point for her. We will be unburdened by the burdens of the birds. And we, as Americans, in terms of fuck out of here. So the state media is in control of a lot of conversations. And we talked earlier about tying it back to all of these conversations we had this week that leads up to today in this media spin. This is clearly a media spin. And I got some more articles that I want to share with you all about this. All right. When the question is asked, Bookworm asked, what happened to real journalism? It's underfunded. It's the same thing that happens with Second Amendment folks that's actually doing the work. And I say this as a pat on the back and somewhat talking about our work at Black Guns Matter. This is why we say, hey guys, we try to get 10 folks to donate $20. That's $200, $1,000 a week. That's not a lot of money, but it allows us to do more classes. But when the general public is more interested in putting money behind sports books and sports betting, as opposed to supporting the people that's doing the work to benefit our communities, this is what we get. When those journalists that generally try to get a good job and want to break stories and tell the truth and so forth and so on, right? Outside of the fact that they're bosses, they're editors, they're owners that rely on ad revenue, when those people say, no, you can't rock this story. Let's go back a bit. The young lady years ago that had the story about the Hunter Biden laptop, the pedophilia, the alleged pedophilia, and all of those different things. There's a video of her saying we had that story 2 years ago and they wouldn't push it because the higher ups will not do those things. The Jeffrey Epstein story, I mean. Okay? So the journalists that genuinely want to do the work run into a system. And that system dampens it out and they just start to fade out. And I know how that feels because when we're doing the work with Black Guns Matter and we rumbling, we got $180,000 left to raise. And then it feels like people would rather just go watch football. They are running to an escape. And sometimes people start to be like, man, I don't even think this is worth it anymore. Or they go, well, I'm going to try to break a story here and there, but I'm going to just go with what my editor or the owners of the newspaper, and they say this is what we got to talk about, this is what we cannot talk about. So that's what happened to journalism. That's what happened to journalism. Okay? The state media is what happened to journalism. This is the same across the board. We have some law enforcement officers that want to just uphold their oath to the Constitution. Some law enforcement officers say, I just want to catch actual bad guys. I want to stop robbers, rapists, and killers. And then the district or their captain or whatever says, you got to write a certain amount of tickets. And that guy was doing 8 miles over. Write him a ticket. You got a quota. Then for them to even be a part of the job that they thought was so righteous and so I am fighting the bad guys, and even for them to even be there anymore, they got to become, or they think they have to be, or they become complicit with the bullshit. And this is what's happening. I can insert anything. Teachers. There are teachers that go into debt and they say, I want to help babies. And they take a job in a public school system. They take $100,000 worth of loans out and they do the job. And then the school and the principal and the curriculum that is presented to them, they say, you can't teach this. You got to teach this. You got to talk about the LGBTQ+. This is where we are. And this is why when I say to you all, hey, we rumbling and we need everybody's help. When we say, hey guys, if you was going to buy 5 drinks at the bar this weekend watching football, just sacrifice one and give us $20 or however much drinks cost. Right? A $5 donation is a cup of coffee, 2 cups of coffee, however much it costs. But when those people start to feel demoralized, that's what the live was about earlier today. Do not be demoralized. Do not be demoralized, solutionaries. When you start to become demoralized, they can win because your mind, and again, the hipster thing in me is kicking up. Okay? That demoralized and feeling like everybody doing it, I'm tapping out. That is very easy to be in a person, especially when that teacher now has $100,000 in debt. And if you are a righteous person, if you are a solutionary, it's going to be a fight. We should not have to fight with the people that we're working for. Okay? Scrapping Beauty says, I gave up my latte for Maj. Thank you, Scrapping Beauty. But I want to add to that. Scrapping Beauty didn't give up just her latte fromage and the work that we do with Black Guns Matter and the Solutionary University and all of that. No. That's not what the latte was for. The latte was getting behind people that if everybody does a part and this person or these groups or this business is doing the work, We want to make sure that we're supporting them financially. Okay? Why do you think that we're making this? Like, we don't get paid off of doing Solutionary Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. I'm kicked off of social media frequently, or have been. I'm gonna try not to anymore, right? Even that, I can't even say exactly what I want to say because the social media platforms are, for the most part, hijacked. They're gonna throttle you. They're gonna censor you. They're gonna put strikes on your account. They're gonna do all of the things to make sure that the information doesn't come out. So we have to find our island, build our island, and put people of like minds on the island and build the island. And that costs resources, time, energy. And I have to communicate with you all every day about these things, Monday through Friday. And again, we got the Black Guns Matter podcast coming once a week. And I think maybe we'll do that on Saturdays or Sundays, something. But my point in saying this is, they are attempting to circle the wagons and censor us, and social media, these platforms, x.com, rumble.com, youtube.com, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. They know that this message spreads very, very rapidly. So they do what they do. If it was just about the battle of ideas and their ideas were better, they wouldn't censor us or attempt to censor us the way that they are. This is very important, Solutionaries. Let's check this out real quick. Let's add this to the stage. Let's check it out. Hold up, this ain't it. Let's look at it real quick. Where is it at? Let me find it real quick, guys. Here we go. In response to that, instead of saying, they didn't edit us, they didn't do X, Y, Z, they didn't take our words out of context. They didn't hook us up. Instead of standing on what the actual answer was, this is what the campaign says. Kamala Harris's campaign distance, stop. This is from what website? This is Variety. Got to be very careful. I want y'all, we're going to get media that some would call left. We're going to get media that some would call right. As solutionaries, we call it right up the middle. So this is Variety. Kamala Harris's campaign distances itself from the 60 Minutes edit controversy. Quote, "We do not control CBS production decisions." They talk a lot about this word called coercion. They don't control it, but I can coerce you. You want to come to the White House? You want to be dancing with Kamala? Vibrant thing for vibrant thing. You want to come to the party? You want to be at the Super Bowl? You want to be all of those different things? You need to edit this and make our guy look great. Again, guys, I say this all of the time. If I was a supervillain, I would do the same thing. But I'm a solutionary, not a supervillain. We want to be superheroes for our people, our family, our loved ones, our community. But let's read what she says. "We do not control CBS production decisions. The Kamala Harris campaign has distanced itself from the controversy surrounding her 60 Minutes interview after Donald Trump demanded the network apologize for airing two different versions of the vice president's response to a question. In a teaser clip released online, which aired on Face the Nation, October the 6th, Harris provided a lengthy response to 60 Minutes correspondent Bill Whitaker's questions about whether the U.S. lacks influence over Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. In the final interview that aired October the 7th, Harris's answer was edited differently. Now, let me stop right there. I know some of the people that are still in the land of goofery are going to say, well, what does that matter? What does it matter? What does it matter if that's happening? It don't matter. They're going to say that. Okay? I want to be clear. When we're talking on Solutionary, we're not just talking about things because it's trivial. These things lead and connect to a bigger picture. Before I finish reading and go into this, I want everybody to hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. If you're watching on X, repost this. Repost this. If you're watching on youtube.com/Maj2Ray, repost this. Comment. If you're watching on rumble.com, subscribe to all of these platforms. Follow me. We're trying to get the YouTube channel up to 35,000, which is a light bag. I want to be clear. 35,000 YouTube subscribers is a light bag. It's a light bag. It ain't heavy. I want to get this YouTube channel up to 100,000, 1 million. And we're going to start reaching the masses. I do not give up on the masses. We do not give up on the masses. They want you to be what word of the day, ladies and gentlemen? Demoralized. They want you to think that you can't reach the masses. If that was true, they would not bother to silence you. So, guys and gentlemen, guys and ladies, hit the like button, support the work. 10 donors at the $20 level in the super chat. And yes, I know I said something about super chat 30%. Let's just get 11 or 12 people. That's all. Okay? It's easier to do it on super chat. And if you want to do it on givesendgo.com/solutionary, that's cool too. Okay? They are attempting to make sure that you are not getting the information, and bigger than the information, because we don't have a problem with access to information in America. We don't have a problem with that. I'll give you a perfect example. Look, this is how I know we don't have access to misinformation in America. Okay? Okay? That's why. This is 3 iPhones right here. There's more of them around here somewhere. Sidebar. That's my screensaver, Solutionaries. That's my screensaver. Are you being productive right now? But anyway, we don't have lack of access to information. We have lack of follow through and consistency in applying the information. And they know that. That's why they keep us distracted, not thinking about and applying the information and doing the things that are necessary to get us back to our human rights, our constitutionally protected human rights. Very important. Mike Trenton, first super chat of the session today. Thank you, Mike, for that $20. Everybody that's giving at the super chat level, name a business, name a person, name your own business, name whatever. Somebody doing community-based work, somebody just doing good work, freedom work, liberty work. Put that in the comment when you do the super chat. Because as this is saved, we damn near create a network. Okay? Bookworm says they want you to be demoralized. They want you to think you can't reach the masses. If that was true, they wouldn't bother to silence you. Woo, that probably was a handsome, intelligent young man that quote is coming from. Okay, guys? Let's read on a little bit more. The 2 clips have circulated on social media side by side as the network faces calls to release the full interview transcript. Trump wrote in the Truth Social post on Wednesday that CBS, quote, must be investigated. I don't even think they need to be investigated. I just think that this continues to need to be exposed. I'm not with the government. They get to lie to us. Let me be clear. They get to lie to us. They get to lie to us. It's their business. It's their business. And it's a bad business model. And if the general public votes with their feet in their dollars and stops watching CBS and says, hey, CBS, the reason why we're not watching this is because you're lying. And it's been exposed and we don't want to give you our dollars or our views. The world is fighting for attention, Solutionaries. Where attention flows, energy goes. Okay? So he says they must be investigated, accusing the network of making Harris appear more presidential. And that's what they did in the edit. Both versions of Harris's response are transcribed below. In a statement addressing the controversy surrounding the edited response, an aide for the, they always throw an aide out there. In chess, the pawns go first, generally. An aide for the Harris campaign told Variety, quote, we do not control CBS's production decisions and refer questions to CBS. We ain't got nothing to do with that, even though we got everything to do with that on the back end. CBS did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. I bet you they didn't. Why is this important, Solutionaries? And this won't be a long live today. We got a lot of work. I got to prep for Phoenix class. Again, guys, solutionaryuniversity.org. Promote the Phoenix and Baton Rouge classes. We need your help. We need your help. Sidebar, Mike Trenton, you donated the $20 for the super chat. Mike, do you have access? Mike, just comment, Mike. Do you have access to the Solutionary non-Telegram group? Everybody that donates in the super chat gets access to the Solutionary non-Telegram group. And if you need a workout plan, if you need a firearms drills, if you need civics information, if you need health and fitness, if you need meal plan, whatever, we do that all in the Solutionary group because it's not just about the guns. We expose the bullshit as Solutionaries. We expose it and we come up with solutions, and that's what our team is about. Okay? They get to lie to us, though. Free market enterprise. And we get to walk away. Okay? During its Monday night broadcast, CBS News said Trump backed out of his 60 Minutes interview with correspondent Scott Pelley, saying that the campaign, quote, complained that we would fact check the interview. We fact check every story, end quote. Trump spokesman Stephen Chung said, quote, there was nothing scheduled or agreed upon. I want y'all to understand that. CBS 60 Minutes said that Trump backed out of his 60 Minutes interview with Scott Pelley, saying that the campaign, quote, complained that we would fact check the interview. We fact check every story. And then Trump's spokesperson says, Stephen Chung, quote, there was nothing scheduled or agreed upon. This marks the first general election year since 1968 in which both presidential candidates did not sit down with 60 Minutes in October. Why would I? Why would I? If you lie about me saying I'm going to pull up, that's lying on your schlong. That's the worst thing a dude could do. Yeah, I hit that. No, you didn't, you lying scumbag. So if I know you're going to lie on your schlong about me showing up to the spot, why exactly on earth would I go knowing that just like you edit her to make her look good, you going to edit me to make me look wild? And what did Trump do? He went to go sit down with Andrew Schultz. He doing the podcast circuit. Smart. And again, solutionaries, we critical of Trump. This go around, he got it. He was weak on the Second Amendment, and that's our wheelhouse because that's the amendment that defends all of our other human rights, all of our other value systems, all of our other constitutionally protected rights. But if you're going to lie about, we asked him to pull up. He said he didn't want to pull up because he didn't want no truth smoke. If you would say that, you telling me you a liar. So when Trump was saying for however many years now, damn near 10, fake news. You're fake news. Now it's starting to look real like, damn, y'all is. And you know what? When people say shit like this, right? If I said they lying, usually they go, we ain't lying. And they ask for retraction or they sue you. If you don't use the word allegedly, the lawyers is rubbing hands like Birdman. They said, we said what? And we didn't say that? Oh, absolutely. We're going to sue them. Even if they lying, sometimes they'll sue. They'll sue because they want the public perception to be a thing. PR. Some people think it means public relations. No, solutionaries. It means perception and reality. Okay? Big Rob, $26 super chat. Appreciate you for that, brother. Hey, can y'all not type stuff in your super chats? Type some stuff. Put a business in there. All right? Thank you for that. We need, what? 8 more? 8 more before the next couple of minutes. Solutionaries. I'm getting prepared to go over to Phoenix. Scrap and Beauty. $5 super chat. Patriots need to support Patriots. Thank you, Maj, for keeping it real. One love. Thank you, Scrapping Beauty. Solutionaries. I'm getting ready to get ready for Phoenix. We're going to teach some people about some civics, some American history, some firearms basics. This only happens because of your support. We are an organized, let me run that back because we're not organized right now. Okay. In my humble opinion, some people are going to hear this and think I'm being arrogant, and I'm not. In my humble opinion, the YouTube channel should have with all of the throttling, every single one of these every day. Everybody should be reposting these. Everybody should be tapping in. Even if you're not listening fully, you should put it on your screen and you should, all right, I'm doing whatever, I'm cooking, whatever you're doing, cleaning, whatever, homework, whatever you're doing. I think we should have 1 million YouTube subscribers. But even with the throttling, we should have 100,000. And I'm saying that because we are an unorganized truth fighting a very organized lie. We are an unorganized truth fighting a very organized lie. They will get on code. They will be lying. to the absolute end. Kamala Harris has flip-flopped back and forth more times than I got locks in my hair. But the media is complicit in lying for these people. The state media has captured the ears, minds, and hearts of journalists. And the right, or people that identify as the right, or take the political conversation out of it. It ain't even about right or left. Because I got some people on the left that's my friends and family that would, come on, man, we not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to act like Americans in general are the problem. No. Americans that have a certain level of trust for the trusted sources that they're supposed to be able to trust are not the problem. The trusted sources that are lying for their own ad revenue, promises, connections, and the like. They are doing that, and they are wrong, and they are doing that to the potential destruction, misinformation, and degradation of America. This is where we are. So when I'm very serious about this, and it's not a huge story. It's not Hurricane Helene, Milton. It's not the people losing their lives, the over 100 in that Hurricane Helene storm. It's not that extreme. But when you connect these dots and put these graphs together and see the level of subtle attempts to win and control you, the American public, by attrition, we're looking at a very sinister situation, Solutionaries. Very sinister. So earlier today, yes, I'm going to say that we are not going to be demoralized. I'm in the car. I'm on Instagram Live. I'm dancing, jamming the old school and this and love and all of that to keep our energy up, to keep our need for support up. Do not let them demoralize you. I want to end on this, and I'll say this. In war, whether you want to talk about Vietnam or whatever, there are certain times in war where helicopters will fly over the enemy. And then flying over that enemy, the general public might think it's a helicopter for a food mission. When you're starving and you need some food, and that, y'all seen it. Y'all see a helicopter fly by and they think they about to drop down, supplies and food and water and whatever. And when the parachute open up and it's a case of, or, not even a pallet. There have been wars fought where they get the helicopter over the enemy and drop leaflets. And the leaflets say, "We are going to destroy you." Or, "This could have been a bomb. We could have killed all of you. Surrender." It's to get in the mind of the enemy. It's to make them feel, we could have killed you right now. We could have killed you right now. The stronger of us say, "But you didn't, motherfucker." But that ain't everybody. If you're a solutionary, you are the 1%. And I don't mean that in the so-called elite devils attempting to steal your sovereignty. When you see that, you go, I'm glad that you think that you have to try to demoralize me. That tells me that my morals, my energy, my vibration is up, and you're actually afraid of me, motherfucker. I ain't locked in here with you. You locked in here with me, motherfucker. That's what the solutionary has to consistently not think about, but be. You are the storm. As Rob just said. I am the storm. I'm the fucking Florida man. Come deal with me. When we sit down, when we at the gym, when we going through that last set, and every fiber of your being is telling you, that lower self is telling you to stop. You keep going. You keep fighting. Do not let them get in your heads. This is what these media attempts are for. To package someone that would appear more competent, confident, and capable than they are. If you have to prop this person up to the point where it gets exposed and you go, I ain't concerned. We don't got nothing to do with CBS do. Thank you. You're letting me know that we can win. And we're going to fuck you up. And I don't care if they cheat on this election and say she won 98 million votes. You get with your community. You get with your networks. You get with other solutionaries. You continue to build local, state, and even federal. Tyrants all fall. They always do. Might take a minute. But we need you all in this fight. Solutionaryuniversity.org. Promote the classes, Solutionaries. Solutionaryuniversity.org. Go to the events tab. Phoenix is this weekend. We need 1,000 people in there. And we'll figure out a way to get them all in there. We'll figure it out. We are at war. This is a war of your heart and your mind. Okay? We need you to spread this message. Share this all over the place. Don't be a hoe. Share the show. Okay? We will not be demoralized. Actually, we are invigorated by their attempts because they're telling us that they are afraid of us, the people. My name is Maj Toure, the founder of Solutionary University, the founder of Black Guns Matter. GiveSendGo.com/Solutionary. We need about 1,800 more donors at the $100 level to finish the fundraising, to keep these classes, to buy our building. We got some great stuff coming down the pike. I can't verbalize it just yet, but help out with the building fund. GiveSendGo.com/Solutionary. Thank you all for listening. I will see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. YouTube.com/Maj Toure. Rumble.com/Maj Toure. X at Maj Toure 999. Follow and subscribe to all of the channels and donate to the work. GiveSendGo.com/Solutionary. I will see you all tomorrow. Be safe. Be solutionary.